Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Royal Rumble. The graphics are going to look a bit off because I'm doing this a different method because there's some edits inside the Royal Rumble matches that I'm very excited to show off. So ignore the graphics, they're going to be a bit different than normal. So bear with it. Everything goes back to normal next month with the Elimination Chamber. But with that being said, we're here at the Royal Rumble. What that only means one thing: two people, one male, one female, are going to pave the way and book their ticket to WrestleMania. The men's Royal Rumble match is 28 men, and the women's is 30 women. The men's are a bit shorter, or it's a bit smaller for one particular reason. It is because Alex Young ran through basically everyone, and no one really wants to start anymore because they feel, oh yeah, we're going to lose anyways. So the people who are inside the Royal Rumble match for the men's that comes later on tonight are so focused that they want to either beat Alex Young or become world champion, and they're determined to do so by going through 27 other men inside the division across 0 Hour, Defendants, and NRT. And once again, we've learned from Undisputed Generations last month that because Defendants won the Undisputed Generations tournament, then whatever you want to call it, because they won that, they get the last 5 picks inside the Royal Rumble match, men's and women's, that go on later on tonight. And Defendants, since they became last and only got 1 point by Alex Young, they get the first 5 picks. And also, Defendants will live on from the Undisputed Generations victory as they face, or as they get the first overall pick after WrestleMania when the draft takes place. We'll kick things off tonight with a Women's Intercontinental Championship match on the Women's Intercontinental Championship on the line, as Iyo Sky places the championship against Liv Morgan. Morgan wasn't exactly the favorite to go into this matchup, but she came in nonetheless as she defeated Isla Dawn and Lyra Valkyria earlier in the month inside a triple threat match on NRT. Lyra was supposedly the favorite to enter into the Royal Rumble, but Isla Dawn had other plans because Fire got knocked off the chase by Valkyria, but Dawn knocked off Valkyria. So Liv Morgan just took advantage of Dawn and Valkyria having a little mishap, if you want to call it that, and decided to enter this matchup, enter that triple threat match, just let those two go at it, and become the number contender for the Women's Intercontinental Champion. So Liv Morgan has a very good opportunity here, as the last time she was on pay-per-view inside a title match was last year on Retaliation, where she lost the NRT Women's Championship to Tegan Nox. Or Tegan Nox had herself that was definitely the launching point that Nox needed, but it was definitely as it was the launching point for Nox, it was the downgrade for Morgan, because she hasn't really done a whole lot since she lost the championship, as Iyo Sky was looking to eliminate Valkyria, eliminate Morgan quickly and get her off of her back and focus on WrestleMania. But Liv Morgan had other plans. It's with the DDT going for a stomp there. And then a big Hurricane Rana there by Iyo Sky. Iyo Sky won the Women's IC Champion back in February at Rose Buzzing Death Matches by knocking off Tegan Nox and Gigi Dolan. Going to take away Liv Morgan again quickly. 1, no. Morgan kicks out a 1. It's going to take a lot more to knock off a former world champion than just a few hook and runners and a few spicy moves. As Liv Morgan is looking to recapture some gold, as this is for the Women's Intercontinental Champion. And Liv Morgan trying to do whatever it takes to win back some gold and to go into WrestleMania as a championship. I mean, the women's Royal Rumble match is still later on, and she can always come back. Whoever loses, this can always enter the women's Royal Rumble later on. But 201 Beach breakup with Liv Morgan onto the champ. Could this be the beginning of the end for Iyo Sky and the women's IC champion? But Sky had her scouted. She wants that triple threat match like a hawk and knew the obliviation was going to come sooner or later. But Iyo Sky, an avalanche hurricanrana tanks out Liv Morgan. Iyo Sky is on fire. She knows this could be the beginning of the end for Liv Morgan. Calls for a shot, and a moonsault connects onto Liv Morgan to retain the champion. 1, 2. Oh, Liv Morgan kicks out at 2. And Morgan stays in this one. Her dreams of becoming the IC champion stays alive. Clothesline by Liv, but Iyo Sky. Fans enjoying this matchup by Shannon. This is awesome. This is indeed an awesome match to kick off the Royal Rumble. Iyo Sky going back to the middle rope and double axe handle connects onto Liv Morgan. Sky has been in complete control and knocking off every and all challengers inside this matchup. Sky has knocked off every and all challengers for IC Championship. Looking to do the same thing with Liv Morgan as they head to the outside. But Sky knows the only way Sky is championship advantage, so she can do whatever she wants with a springboard frog splash onto the back of Morgan. But Morgan gets right back to her feet and showing that she has more left than Iyo Sky can probably realize. Going for the comeback, and a big roundhouse knocks off Morgan. Perhaps thinking submission. Attacking the legs and weakening them. Iyo Sky believing this is the beginning of the end, perhaps, by wiping off her feet into the face of Liv Morgan. He forces Morgan again to the back of the corner. Picks her back up. Is she going for another avalanche? We think she is. Weakens Morgan. No, not like this. An avalanche Spanish fly connects onto Liv Morgan. Fans losing their mind with Iyo Sky's back to the top rope, signaling for the end, and going for the moonsault connects onto Liv Morgan. Picks her up. And no, Liv Morgan had that submission scouted. But a big German by Iyo Sky takes Morgan off her feet and weakening the legs once again. And attacking the knee. And a big uppercut and a straight combo. And ice rips Morgan to the ropes. Morgan trying to go for a shotgun, but a diving headbutt. But Iyo Sky takes Morgan off her feet. And Iyo Sky just goes back to attacking the limbs of Liv Morgan. Morgan tried to come for that clothesline again, but it did not connect. As Iyo Sky, just like every and all challengers for the UIC Championship, Iyo Sky had her scouted. It's the only person that came very close to knocking off Iyo Sky for the IC champion was Fallon Henley, which Fallon Henley has had herself some ups and downs throughout her career here, especially member of the NOT roster. Went her back to the ropes, back into the Avalanche position. Iyo Sky looking to inflict more with another Avalanche. Spanish Fly connects. This time on the opposite side of the ring, Sky looking for the third moonsault, and it connects again. Iyo Sky is so focused on making Liv Morgan tap, but this time she connects with the submission, and Liv Morgan taps out immediately. And still your women's Intercontinental Champion, Iyo Sky. Iyo Sky looks like she's gonna walk into WrestleMania as the Intercontinental Champion. As long as she doesn't have to defend it at the Chamber, she's walking into the showcase of the Immortals as the IC Champion. But next up, we have a Royal Rumble match, and it's the men's Royal Rumble match. It's 28 men. So, the rules are simple. If you get thrown over the top rope, both feet touching the ground, you are eliminated. The last person standing will go on to WrestleMania and face the championship of their choosing. Who drew number one? NLT gets the first 5 picks, the Venom's get the last 5 picks, and as part of the result of Undisputed Generations last month. And the first pick inside the men's Royal Rumble is the Countdown Champion, representing NRT, Logan Paul. So NRT has the unlucky advantage here, as they get picks 1 through 5 in the men's and women's Royal Rumble. This last year, Gunther won the men's Royal Rumble. Pick number 25. So, pick number 25 is the first, it's 28 men, so, Defendant still has that pick. So, Defendant has the best chance of winning this thing here. If we go by the numbers of last year, Defendants has a very good chance of winning this thing. Because pick number 25 actually won it at Gunther. And LA Knight, the leader of the Yao movement from NOT, gets pick number 2. Things just got interesting, as these two have had some heated words towards one another, as they kind of figure they'll face each other inside the Royal Rumble. And only one of them, it could be neither of them, but only one of them can go on to WrestleMania and can win this thing. It might be neither of them, but you see where I'm going with you. Picks 1 and 2. If we go by history of the NTT's Royal Rumble, haven't had very good luck with this thing. So if we're going by, so these two doesn't have a good chance to win this thing, but you never know. Logan Paul, Countdown Champion, he didn't have good luck last month, as he got knocked off by Wade Barrett, and and one of the reasons why NRT's in this match to begin with. But LA Knight is frustrated with Logan Paul by not winning this match against Wade Barrett. Countdown begins. Who does NRT have for pick number 3? What a maneuver there by LA Knight. Johnny Gargano from NRT gets pick number 3. LA Knight looking to eliminate Logan Paul early, perhaps. John Gargano just watching on because Gargano, last year Elimination Chamber, he was supposed to go into WrestleMania with the defending champion, but Edge had other plans by spearing him through a table and then winning the defending champion off him at the very last chance before he goes on to face Gunther. So John Gargano looks to change his luck of and perhaps going to WrestleMania and face for a championship at this point. Number 3 is not exactly the best way of going at it. But pick number 4 is the Eater of Worlds and one half of the Devil's Advocates, Bray Wyatt. And also technically one half of the Zero Tag Team Champions, because if we go by the Freeboard rule, he technically is the champion. Pick number 5, the last one of the rule for NOT. So who does NOT have? Nathan Frazier. He is going to be focused on Logan Paul because he got his championship taken away from Logan Paul. Nathan Frazier was the first Countdown championship and held it for a few months until Logan Paul said, "Time for a Maverick to hold the championship." And the Skull Crusher finale into LA Knight. Pick number 6. Who's going to enter this match? And it's still going to be an NOT pick as JD McDonough, one of the members of the Judgment Day, are coming on down. As this should be the first time, I believe, since the Judgment Day got separated by trade, that all 5 members of the Judgment Day will be in the same building. We're going to pick number 7 now. Things are moving mighty fast here. No one's yet to be eliminated. Bray Wyatt, though, on the apron. Keith Oxley, 1/3 of the Eccentrics, have now entered the matchup. So NRT has had the first 7 picks. So this is going beyond the punishment for losing on the Spirit Generation. JD McDonough on Springboard, not always the smartest idea inside the Rumble. As you can go with the Springboard, someone can just shove you right off and you go over. So, Keith Oxley hasn't lost a match since, and I don't count the Royal Rumble towards your record unless you win. So, Bray Wyatt going after Keith Oxley. But the first member of not NRT and the first member of 0 Hour to enter this match, enter the Royal Rumble, is pick number 8. And that's Karrion Kross, a former 0 Hour World Championship. And Nathan Frazier's the first one eliminated by, of course, the Maverick and the Countdown champion, Logan Paul. As we're saying, Karrion Kross, a former 0 Hour champion, lost the champion to Benjamin Shannon, and Shannon will defend the 0 Hour World Champion later on tonight as he faces Finn Balor, as Balor won the number contenders match a few weeks back. And Kross made his return back to 0 Hour just a few weeks back as well. And JD McDonough has just got eliminated by Johnny Gargano as Kross lost to Dijak, as Dijak has already been entered inside the Elimination Chamber for next month. Ilya Dragunov now enters the matchup. Karrion Kross just got eliminated. Logan Paul is on fire as he eliminates Bray Wyatt as well. Logan Paul is focused on winning this matchup. LA Knight and Logan Paul, the first 2 to enter this matchup, are still inside the ring. Still have yet to be eliminated. Number 10 now is the one and only Ricochet, a former contender for the Countdown Champion as well. So you kind of think he might be going after Logan Paul. Instead, he goes after the Mad Dragon himself, Ilya Dragunov. And every member inside every superstar inside this ring right now is a NRT superstar. So things are looking great for the defendants. I mean, they got the last 5 picks. They've yet to have someone enter this match from defendants. So, I mean, things are looking great for them. NOT, not so great. Keith Oxley on the apron. Brian Breaker now enters the matchup at pick number 11, and he represents 0 Hour. So things just got interesting. John Gargano has been eliminated. Ilya Dragunov and Brian Breaker going at it. Brian Breaker made his words clear that he wants a piece of the 0 Hour World Champion. And it doesn't matter who it's going after, who is championship WrestleMania, he wants the face of them at Mania. He got robbed last year. And he got robbed last year, and he got robbed earlier this year as well. Because last year it was Keith Oxley versus Keith Oxley. LA Knight finally got eliminated. Brian Breaker was inside the number contenders match last year, but lost it. LA Knight finally out of here. Then some movement by last year. Jordan Samuels, while I was rambling, entered the matchup. He's the second member of the Eccentrics, and it's going up to Keith Oxley. It's every man for himself. The only man left of the Eccentrics is Alex Young, which he's not going to enter this match. I mean, he's the Undisputed Champion of Champions. Held it since April 8th last year. So he's on a roll. He's focused on WrestleMania and whoever he's going to face. Logan Paul is busted open. Big Bronson Reeds now into the matchup, representing 0 Hour. Things are all on rampage here. It's an all-out brawl. Every man for himself. Winner goes on to face either Matt Connors or Alex Young at WrestleMania for either the NTT World Champion or the Undisputed Champion. Speaking of 0 Hour, Tommaso Ciampa is pick number 14. So we're halfway done this matchup, and we've yet to see a member from defendants enter it. Things are looking great. So we are guaranteed 5 entries from defendants. And I've yet to see one of them. I mean, guaranteed has 5 picks. I mean, they're gonna do. They're gonna savor this. Like, okay, we have the last 5 picks. We can put all our best superstars at the end, so that way we are guaranteed a victory. Logan Paul going after Samuels. Dragunov looking to eliminate Bronson Reed. And he does! Bronson Reed is eliminated by the man dragging himself, Ilya Dragunov. Jordan Samuels is getting frustrated because every time he tries to eliminate someone interrupts him. But now he's looking at Ciampa, a former WWE champion, and Ricochet eliminates Braun Breaker. The irony inside that is unreal. And both members of the Eccentrics, Jordan Samuels and Keith Oxley, failed to eliminate their opponents. Logan Paul finally gets eliminated by Ricochet. And a big hook and runner takes out Ilya Dragunov. Ricochet's on fire before he got extinguished by to a slip by the curb shot. Takes out Ilya Dragunov, and pick number 15 is the Viper, Randy Orton, a former Defendants Tag Team Champion before he got drafted over to NOT. And Dragunov is now eliminated. His path to WrestleMania just got a lot more harder. Win or lose by Samuels and Oxley, they are guaranteed to show up at Mania based off Alex Young. So you know they're going to be there somewhere. Speaking of Alex Young and the Eccentrics, Jordan Samuels just got eliminated by Randy Orton. And we finally get a pick from Defendants. And it's pick number 16. And it's the prize fighter himself, Kevin Owens. Owens had himself a very interesting year so far. As he was feuding with Matt Connors early in the year, especially around Forbidden Island, before his best friend Sami Zayn had other plans and decided to cash in the briefcase and make it into a triple threat match and cost Kevin Owens his chance at the NTT World Championship. And Dijak, pick number 17, represents 0 Hours, entered the matchup and going straight for Keith Oxley. A very interesting choice here, and probably some angle towards Oxley too, because Oxley barely spent any time in 0 Hour before Alex Johnson said, "I want you on my team because you've yet to lose a match, except the Fatal 4-Way match for the." Besides losing the Fatal 4-Way match, you've yet to lose one. So, you want my team. Number 18 is one half of the defendant's tag team champions, AJ Danger and Ricochet. Going way up to Danger and eliminates Danger. What the hell? Ricochet eliminates Danger. He came in and gave way back out. Dijak's also eliminated by Keith Oxley, and as he goes low on Randy Orton and hits him below the belt. So Danger's night came to a very, very quick end as he won at Alex Young one more. John Cena is pick number 19. The free agent John Cena is now back on NTT and goes after Keith Oxley. An attitude adjustment to Keith Oxley. John Cena is back. The last time we seen him was when he was going after Judgment Day with Edge, and so with the defendant's World Championship. And number 20 is Will Ospreay. What a field we have now. With these 5 picks, with these 5 entries, or now 4, because Keith Ox is eliminated. So we have Keith Ox, we have Will Ospreay, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, and John Cena, all in the same win. 2 from NRT. John Cena's a free agent, and Kevin Owens is from defendants. What an interesting field we have here. Very interesting. The Royal Rumble can come with surprises at any moment. And speaking of surprises, number 21 is the Dead Man, The Undertaker! As he returns, last time we seen him was at the Royal Rumble in 2020. It's been 2 years, or 4 years. So 2022 was the last time we see Undertaker at the Royal Rumble. So it's been 2 years since The Undertaker stepped foot in an NTT win. But he is back. And Kevin Owens, Will Ospreay has been eliminated. And here comes the voice of the voiceless, number 22, CM Punk. So Punk, Cena, Orton, and The Undertaker all in the same win at the same time. What a time to be alive inside the. What a time to be an NTT fan as well. 8. Who's gonna be next? We started off slow, but we are picking off very quickly here. Number 23 is the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. What a feud we have here. CM Punk fighting to stay alive. Randy Orton, CM Punk, definitely a history. CM Punk has history with every single member, every single person inside this ring, including himself. So, who's gonna be next? 3, 2, 1. Gunther pick comes in at almost the same number he won last year. Pick number 24 is the Ring General Gunther. Him and Roman Reigns went to war on defendants. As believed, now we're inside the last 5 picks, or we've already entered the last 5 picks for defendants. So, and Gunther went to war with Roman Reigns a while back, and defendants with Roman Reigns coming up on top. 3, 2, 1, and game on. Coming in at the same number that won last year, number 25, is one half of the defendant's tag team champions. As he looks to get one more shot on the undisputed champion of champions at Alex Young. Undertaker just manhandling the original Gunther. Randy Orton, John Cena going at it. Roman Reigns just trying to figure out what the heck's going on here. With all these legends and future Hall of Famers inside the ring at the same time. Speaking of future Hall of Famers, number 26, Kenny Omega! The best bout machine has entered the ring. John Cena has... No, that's not John Cena. Who is... So, Gamer has been eliminated. So his dream of going after Alex Young just came short. Roman Reigns going after Gunther. Goes back to the feud and Superman punch to John Cena. Knocks him off his feet. What a field we have here. CM Punk going through Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, Kenny Omega, John Cena, and The Undertaker. All in the same ring at the same time. Kenny Omega had himself a history with Alex Young. And so you think maybe he wants to go back for the undisputed champion of champions and get his shot at Alex Young once again? Considering the last time these two fought one-on-one was at an AEW pay-per-view where Alex Young took the AEW champion off of him, and number 27, the second last pick for defendants and for the Rumble in total, is the cardiac kick, Wesley. Wesley's walking into a, he's very, don't get me wrong, Wesley's is a very good underdog. This is not the time you want to walk into this ring, man. Not the time you want to walk into this. Kenny Omega and Gunther going at it. What a dream match that would be. And also he lost his matchup at the pay-per-view earlier inside June, as there's the Hidden Angels against Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles at Retaliation, but he lost that match with John Cena. As I was saying, John Cena just got eliminated. Kenny Omega looking to avenge his loss and eliminate the Tribal Chief, perhaps. CM Punk getting targeted by the Dead Man. So John Cena's return to NXT ended in a way he probably didn't have planned, but it ended nonetheless. And we maybe could see him soon. See him in the future, perhaps, on dropping either 0 NXT or Defendants, especially as we're on the road to WrestleMania right now, and anything can happen. We're still awaiting pick number 28, the final entry inside this matchup. Wesley and Kenny Omega, that's a match. Randy Orton looking to eliminate the best in the world, the voice of the voiceless, CM Punk. But Punk stays alive. Who is the final entry for Defendants? And that's Seth freaking Rollins! And if Rollins wins, there was he signed the contract earlier in the year, late last year around New Year's Bash. For his match against Alex Young for the Undisputed Championship at New Year's Bash. If he lost that would be his final match for the championship. So if Rollins wins, he has no other option but to go against Explosive Matt Connors for the NXT World Champion. And that match would be very, very fun. We've seen a preview of that match earlier in the year, and it came out to be a very fun matchup. And you can only imagine how well it would be if the NXT Championship was on the line. Gunther looking to get one step closer to headlining another WrestleMania. As this year we're in Seattle, and Kenny Omega knocks out Seth Rollins. Randy Orton gets knocked out by the ring general. We're down to the final four. It's the cleaner Kenny Omega, the best in the world CM Punk, the Dead Man, the Undertaker, and the ring general Gunther. Gunther needs to eliminate 3 more opponents, and then he gets to go on to another WrestleMania. Undertaker and CM Punk teaming up on Kenny Omega. I never thought I would say that sentence again, but what a final 4 defendants has a 75% chance of winning the Men's Royal Rumble. As Undertaker's the only free agent here, if Undertaker wins, that's going to be an interesting storyline heading into WrestleMania to see who the Dead Man goes up against. But we got a Tombstone Power Driver against Kenny Omega. Omega crawling to the corner. The Dead Man quick up on his feet as always. Him and CM Punk teaming up to try to eliminate the ring general. But Gunther stays in it. But hanging onto that bottom rope. Hands on for his deal live and kicks Undertaker and CM Punk out of the way here. So we're still within the final 4. Again, Gunther and Undertaker in a triple threat feud here. And a snap suplex to the Dead Man. And Gunther got eliminated by CM Punk. And Undertaker, CM Punk, and Kenny Omega is the final 3 here. Kenny Omega stays alive. CM Punk on the Dead Man's shoulders. And a snake eyes to the top corner. And Undertaker hanging on by the top rope here. CM Punk stopping Kenny Omega from eliminating the Dead Man. I don't know why, but he stopped him nonetheless. Kenny Omega enters back into the ring. Perhaps looking for a tombstone, but a wicked clothesline flips the Undertaker off his feet by CM Punk. Kenny Omega has Punk up. And a power driver onto CM Punk. Has the Dead Man again. Dead Man holding skin of the cat, and he's eliminated by the cleaner. So it down to Kenny Omega and CM Punk. 2 people with a very long history, or one more longer than the other, with Alex Young. Punk faced Young at the final showcase earlier this year in what was a brutal Extreme Rules match, and just like that, Kenny Omega is the Royal Rumble winner! And will go on to WrestleMania to face the chairman of his choosing. Either be Alex Young, we get a rematch, or to be Explosive Matt Connors and for the NTT World Champion. Either way, we're in for an absolute banger matchup. As we quickly move along, as the next matchup is for the 0-hour Women's Champion. As it's Gal Matthews taking on Jacy Jane. Gal Matthews won the number 1 contenders match. As she defeated Sol Ruka on 0 Hour. As that match gave Gal Matthews the chance to face Jacy Jane for the 0 Hour Women's Champion here at the Royal Rumble. So as Gal Matthews has been undefeated since joining 0 Hour. This is her first chance at Championship Gold as well. Jacy Jane has been holding on to that 0 Hour World Champion for quite some time as well. Since I believe February or March, she's held on to that championship for quite a while. And Gal Matthews looking to be the one to knock her off. Last time we've seen, ever since winning the the 0 World Champion. Jacy Jane hasn't done a whole lot of defenses, so Gal Matthews promised the 0 audience that when, not if, when she defeats Jacy Jane, she would defend that championship more often than Jacy Jane ever could, and be a fighting champion. If you want a chance at the 0 Women's Champion, you can come right ahead. But before even making those, before in my idea, before you even make those claims, you have to beat the champion first. Jacy Jane hasn't lost the she hasn't been beaten yet. So, Gal Matthews has herself a field day ahead of her. That's what it's all about right now. Kenny Omega won the Royal Rumble. She goes on to challenge either Alex Young, Undisputed Champion of Champions, WrestleMania, or Matt Connors for the NTT World Champion. And one of these two, Jacy Jane or Gal Matthews, gets one step closer to going on to WrestleMania and entering WrestleMania as a champion. As the 0 champion has had a history, both men's and women's, has had a history at WrestleMania, mostly on the men's side. As we'll get to the 0 men's world champion later on tonight, as it's Finn Balor. He also won an contenders match on 0 against the Wasteland Wanderer when one half of the 0 tag team champions, Benjamin Shannon. We're underway now. Matthews going right out of the gate here, and Jacy trying to use the ref as kind of a weapon here. These two reversing back and forth, thinking they have each other scouted, but we'll see who really has the other one scouted more at the end of this matchup. Matthews sprints Jacy to the ropes, ducks under, and a hook and run and takes Jacy off her feet. And Gal Matthews is on a roll. This is the first time on pay-per-view as well, or a premium event. So there's the pressure of the bright lights might distract Gal Matthews, as she's never fought for a champion and the first time on a premium event. So there's a lot to take in here if you're the captain. And a cover here by Jacy Jane. The captain kicks out before the 1 count. Jacy looks to retain the championship and go on and keeping the 0 Women's Champion hostage from anyone who wants a shot at it. And going for a splash with him, but Matthews ducks over, I guess. And Matthews thinking of going springboard perhaps to the ropes. And a springboard arm drag, showing off her athleticism here against Jacy Jane. And a code breaker takes Matthews quickly off her feet. And a kick to the gut. But then Jacy comes right back. And Matthews has her scouted. And a kick to the face connects. Going for some strikes here. To the corner. Matthews does not get the drop kick in as Jacy Jane takes her off her feet. And Jacy steals her finisher with the ankle getting dropped on her. But Blair Davenport is making her way down. Blair Davenport distracting Jacy Jane, but trying to aid Gal Matthews, but did not work. Cover 1, 2, 3, and Jacy Jane is still the 0 Women's Champion. The distraction by Blair Davenport trying to aid Gal Matthews to win the 0 Women's Champion did not work. As it ended up giving Jacy Jane the victory, as Jacy Jane end up using Mattews' finisher, hook and sinker, and then with a whipcord boot to the face, end up giving her the victory, as she retains the CR Women's Champion. As we get right on to our last championship match of the night, as it's for the 0 Hour World Championship. As Finn Balor looks to add another championship to his collection. As the Judgment Day, Finn Balor along with the other half of the NXT Tag Team Champions, Damian Priest, the former Defenders World Champion, and Dirty Dominic Mysterio, looking to try to even the odds here, as they go up against the Devil's Advocates, and it's two tag team champions going at it for a single champion. Explain that one to me. But Finn Balor won the number contenders match by defeating Carmelo Hayes on 0 Hour, which ended up working in his favor, sort of, because Finn Balor already defeated Benjamin Shannon before, so I mean, the confidence is definitely on Finn Balor's side here, as he defeated the champion before. So it means if he defeats him one more time, he is champion. But here comes the double champion. Here comes the Devil's Advocates, one of the 0 Hour Tag Team Champions, and the 0 Hour World Champion. This team, not Judgment Day. Wait for it. There it is. This team has roared over 0 Hour ever since forming together. Bray Wyatt was originally the leader of the team. Then Benjamin Shannon, the Wasteland Wanderer, was like, how about no? I'm taking control now, because then I hold 2 championships. This is going to be my team. We're doing this my way. Shannon is one half of the CR Tag Team Champions, and he is the CR World Champion. So he's having himself a field day. Everywhere she goes, she is holding on to 2 championships, and that luggage gets more and more heavier. The first time he had himself a title defense for the CR World Champion was against Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes right after WrestleMania last year, and he lost it to Trick Williams. And he won it back by defeating Trick Williams, I believe it was last month. So, can history repeat itself with him losing the CR World Championship in his first defense, or will he break history and show everyone why he is the Wasteland Wanderer and knock off the Prince, Finn Balor? The Judgment Day and the Devil's Advocates are starting to create some kind of feud here and some kind of rivalry that's going to last probably a while. Judgment Day has had their eyes on the CR World Champion and the CR Tag Team Champions to try to rule over 2 tag divisions. The last team that has done that was Rising Evil with Alex Young and AJ Danger. So if Finn Balor wins this, you already know they're going to go after the NXT Tag Team Champions and try to claim everything from the Devil's Advocates. And if Benjamin Shannon retains, or this rivalry comes to a close, perhaps comes to a close, we'll find out. Shannon hasn't been around for a very long time. He debuted last year and quickly made a name for himself, unlike Eli Punk, who also debuted last year, but it took a while to add some stuff to accomplishment list. Benjamin Shannon, the Wasteland Wanderer, the Prince, Finn Balor. These two have started some kind of feud here, as it was Judgment Day versus the Devil's Advocates. But perhaps this all comes to a screeching halt tonight, as Shannon gets his first title defense since winning that back inside that special referee match that kicked off the feud between Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes, as Carmelo Hayes screwed Trick Williams to hand back Benjamin Shannon the championship, as he was promised a championship match. But I mean, if you can't win the number contender shot, you can't get a match. That's just how it goes, man. Can't promise anything in this type of environment. But Shannon knows history is not his friend here. He's looking to change that, perhaps to attain the championship in his first title defense. And knows Finn Balor has his number before. He beat him before. So two things are not in the favor of Shannon here. But in the bright lights of the Royal Rumble and of a premium event, anything can happen. Especially at the Royal Rumble. So we've seen John Cena and The Undertaker come back to NTT. One's been Undertaker came back after 2 years. John Cena came back almost after a year. So anything can happen here tonight. And history has nothing. Finn Balor trying to get something to Shannon here, but Shannon has had some non-stop assault on the Prince. Dominic Mysterio making himself known that he is here. The only person, and I mean, if we're going by the Freeboard rule, as I do, he's technically one half of the NRT Tag Team Champions, even though he's not a member of the NRT roster, and he's a member of the Defenders roster, trying to win the CR World Champion, and it wasn't enough as Shannon kicks out at 1. Has him up and a snake eyes to the top corner, and Shannon is bleeding. That is one thing Benjamin Shannon absolute loves. He loves showing off his blood, and a judo throw to the Prince. This be the beginning of the end of the Prince. Shannon showed off that judo throw and what he likes to call the rebirth quite a bit last year at the Elimination Chamber. As in that chamber is where he won, or when he tried to win the number contender for the Mercenary Champion, but ended up losing to Ilya Dragunov, as Dragunov got the final pin on him. But he rebounded from that match very quickly, as he defeated Braun Breaker last year to face Karrion Kross at WrestleMania to win the CR World Champion. And what was the initial spark of the Devil's Advocates, as Bray Wyatt returned and aligned with Shannon, giving him the CR World Champion. And ever since that moment, the Devil's Advocates have really struck gold and taken over 0 hours. These two going back and forth, but a hard punch to the gut takes Balor off his feet and ends that hockey fight right there. But Balor gets a snake eyes of his own, but to the bear turnbuckle. But Joe Gacy, perhaps. But Balor coming back. They're still going back and forth again. Some strikes. Takes him off his feet. And Shannon going after the legs now. And Dominic Mysterio trying to distract Shannon again. And in a Bloody Sunday there, connects onto Benjamin Shannon. Attacking the knee of Balor. Shannon watching his prey. And a double axe handle to Finn Balor. Going in after the arm now. Ooh. Shannon just not stopping Finn Balor. Knowing that Balor has his number and knowing that his history with title defenses isn't great. Balor with a dropkick takes Shannon off his feet. Perhaps this could be the end of Finn Balor, but no, Balor comes right back. Has him set, and a shotgun dropkick to the corner. Takes Shannon off his feet to win the COR World Champion. 1, 2, and Shannon kicks out in the nick of time to hold on to the COR Champion to keep this match going. And a chokehold inside the corner. Ref can't do anything as he chokes him again on as Shannon is grounded. Balor trying to not get disqualified here, which would be ideal if you want to win the championship. Shannon chucks Balor to the outside, done with Mysterio distracting him. Shannon once again, Joe Gacy made himself known as well as he brings Balor back into the ring. Shannon trying to tell Dominic off. And perhaps... What? He's going after the ref. Why is he going after the ref? Military press. Down into the ref. And a fireball! He just threw a fireball at Finn Balor. Why did he just throw a fireball at him? He just burned his eyes off, perhaps. And a Judo throw DDT connects onto Finn Balor. Looking for the end, perhaps. And a rebirth to Finn Balor to attain the championship. 1, 2, no! Finn Balor kicks out a 2 out of a fireball and a Judo throw DDT and a rebirth. What is it going to take to knock off Finn Balor? This match is going the distance. Finn Balor looking to give it everything he's got to hold on to that COR World Champion. Looking to win that COR Championship, looking to hold on to the COR Champion no matter what it takes. Heading back to the other corner now. Perhaps looking for another rebirth. And this one connects again. That's 2 rebirths to Finn Balor. A cover. 1, 2, 3. And Shannon breaks history as he attains the COR World Champion. The Wasteland Wanderer breaks his curse. Oh, it wasn't really a curse, but whatever. As he wins his second first defense to the COR World Champion and knocks off the Prince, Finn Balor. And tells Judgment Day as a whole, you can mess with the Devil's Advocates. Because if you want to mess with the Devil's Advocates, you have to go through me. What a very, very hard-fought match by Finn Balor and Benjamin Shannon as the Wasteland Wanderer ends up on top as he retains the championship. As we enter our main event of the evening now, as it's the Women's Royal Rumble match. This is a 30 Women's Royal Rumble, so unlike the men's was 28, this one's 30. So, the rules are just like the men's one, thrown over the top rope, both feet touch the ground, you are out of here. The last person standing gets the challenge for either the Women's World Champion, Outcast Eli Punk, or the Undisputed Women's Champion, the Devil, Youngblood, at WrestleMania. So, and just like the men's, NRT has the first 5 picks to finish the last 5 picks. So, based off the result of Undisputed Generations, and who is this? Who's kicking off for NRT? Who is pick number 1? It's Mercedes Moné, the CEO, or the self-proclaimed CEO. You know, she hasn't won a match for NRT, but whatever. Mercedes Moné kicks off the Women's Royal Rumble at entry number 1. What a very interesting pick to kick things off with. Even her luck ever since returning to NRT hasn't been great, to say the least. But I mean, if she wins a one, she goes to the limit and and wins this thing. Luck has nothing to do with the Rumble, in my opinion. It just goes with skill. Last year at the Royal Rumble, the winner was number 29. It was Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai went on to win the NRT Women's Champion by defeating Tegan Knox. So who has picked number 29? Well, history is on your side. And the man has arrived. Entry number 2 is the man, Becky Lynch. We have 2 of the 4 horsewomen kicking off the Women's Royal Rumble. I mean, what a time to be alive for the men's Royal Rumble, and now we are kicking off with Becky Lynch versus Mercedes Moné in the Women's Royal Rumble. This is how we started, and that's how we're going to end this then. Well, Becky Lynch main evented back-to-back WrestleMania. Oh, sort of main evented back-to-back WrestleManias. 2022 main evented against Yanis, as Yanis won the Women's Royal Rumble match. As I don't know which number she won, but she won the Women's Royal Rumble match, and she went on to win the Defenders World Champion off of Youngblood won the first Women's Royal Rumble match, the official first Women's Royal Rumble match in 2022, and went on to defeat Becky Lynch for the Defenders Women's Champion. Yanis she defeated Youngblood last year at last year final showcase, as she went into WrestleMania, placing the Defenders Women's Champion and the Women's United States Champion on the line against Becky Lynch. So, if Lynch is looking to main event her third straight WrestleMania, which if they're going against Youngblood, I mean, this is going to be a cycle here, isn't it? But Zoe Stark, someone who is desperate to win a championship, as every time she gets a shot, she gets screwed over. She's picked number 3. So, not looking great on our side of things. Who's pick number 2? Oh, sorry, pick number 4 is Tiffany Stratton from NOT. Hopefully this one is more diverse than the men's, as the men's is mostly NOT side of things. Hopefully this one is more spread apart between the different brands. I mean, the roster's a bit big on both sides. But so is Dog and Mercedes Moné going at it. Tiffany Stratton going after Becky Lynch. Shannon's trying to make a name for herself in NOT. And going after Becky Lynch, it's definitely going to make a name for yourself. But stops from getting eliminated from Becky Lynch. It's Alba Fire, a former NTT Women's World Champion. Sorry, a former NTT Women's Tag Team Champion, comes into this matchup and teams up with, semi-teams up with Tiffany Stratton to try to eliminate Becky Lynch. But Lynch stays in this thing, and it's the first 5 picks for NOT. That punishment is now gone now. So whoever comes in, this could be from any brand, and it is from any brand, and it's Carmen Petrovic from 0 Hour. And making her NTT debut. As we've learned from last year from the Royal Rumble, anyone can show up in the Women's Royal Rumble. As last year, Blair Davenport showed up and made her debut with NTT. And Petrovic eliminates Moné. What a way to make a name for yourself there, kid. As I was saying, Blair Davenport debuted last year in the Women's Royal Rumble. And look what she made a name for herself as well throughout the year. Competed in the first ever Tundra Takeover match, a women's Tundra Takeover match. Nearly took the title off of Yanis. So if Petrovic even comes close to mirroring the same stout as Blair Davenport did, I mean, she's off to a good career so far. or Davenport is. So, I mean, if Petrovic can do the same, it's not going to go well, but she didn't last as long as Davenport did. So, I mean, she got eliminated by Tiffany Stratton. Thea Hale was entry number 7 from NRT, and Liv Morgan's entry number 8 from NRT as well. So back to NRT, hogging the spotlight. I mean, they are known as the flagship brand of NTT, but I mean, even though you're the flagship, it doesn't mean you get every single pick. Like, seriously, man, share the spotlight. We're just trying to get something going here. Like, okay, we're losing 5 picks here. We only won 1 match on Switch Generations. She's probably scrambling. We need a win. We need to win somewhere. Shannon won his match, so that's great. Roxanne Perez, entry number 9, which she has a history with Nios, which is the Women's United States champion. So, I mean, things probably aren't looking great for Nios, but I mean, things probably aren't looking great for Roxanne Perez. But I mean, winning the Rumble can change everything. Can change your entire career. Because you win 1 match, 1 battle royal, you change your career by going after the World Championship at the biggest stage of them all, the place where legends are made. Number 10, also from 0 Hour, is Sol Ruka. Ruka was in the number 1 contenders match against Gal Mattews. Well, Mattews ended up winning. So Ruka, if she wins that number 10, I mean, she can go after a bigger title here. Tiffany Stratton hanging on for life. Zoe Stark and Albert Fire going at it. Liv Morgan was entry number 10, and she lost her match. I think the opening match for the Women's IC Champion against Iyo Sky. So she's looking to, she just had a match earlier in the night. She's looking to change her luck and look at the IC Champion. Maybe it wasn't my thing, but if I win a 30-woman battle royal, I could win a world champion. So I mean, I can add another world champion to my name. But mind you, going against either Eli Punk or Youngblood, which one of those are probably more likely to win than the other. I mean, not trying to throw shade at Eli Punk here, but I mean, Youngblood beat Eli Punk, so I mean, let's be honest here, tomato, but Liv Morgan trying to eliminate Albert Fire here. Roxanne Perez in the corner, trying to watch the field go at each other. Liv Morgan hanging on. And a powerbomb by Tiffany Stratton. Sol Ruka hanging on for a dear life. No one's really been eliminated except for Mercedes Moné early in this matchup. And just as to say that, Thea Hale is out of here by Liv Morgan. These women are looking to add more damage, unlike the men. The men, they're just tossing each other out like, we want to get this match done and over with faster, so we know who are facing at Mania. It's the woman they wanted. They know this chance doesn't come very often. So they want to make sure they weaken their opponent down to bare bones, and a pop rocks to Becky Lynch. Connects by Roxanne Perez. Sol Ruka going after Albert Fire. Nearly eliminates Zoe Stark. So Stark's dream of becoming world champion stays alive for maybe just a little bit longer. Liv Morgan hands on as well. And Zoe Stark gets choked up by the top rope. As Albert Fire reversed him, and Tiffany Stratton is out of here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's next? Alexa Bliss is the first one from defendants as she shows up. So is Stark. Hanging on. With Liv Morgan. Our Fire is also hanging on as well. So Ruka skinning the cat, showing off her athleticism. Roxanne Perez as well. Fire just misses Perez as she ducks under. And a 2-1 face breaker to Zoe Stark This match seems to be more chaotic than the men's one, as they are not eliminating each other, unlike the men's. Liv Morgan, even though she had a match earlier in the evening, she is showing off her stamina as Piper Niven from NRT shows up, and she's entering number 12, and she just misses Alba Fire. Fire. Blanche eliminates Zoe Stark's dreams of becoming world champion at WrestleMania are gone. They're shadowed. They're not gonna happen. So someone else got eliminated. Liv Morgan is out of here. I mean, a heck of a showing by Liv Morgan. She started off the night beating for the IC champion, enters into the Rumble anyways, and number 10, and lasted quite a while. I mean, you gotta give props to Liv Morgan. And a flying backdrop, so we're down to 5 in this right now. Piper Niven is the freshest one, entering number 12. Looking to eliminate Roxanne, but Bliss with a quick clothesline. Hey, Bliss is a former CRL Women's Champion, so I mean, adding Undisputed Women's Champion or Women's World Champion to her name would definitely add a lot. To 1, entry number 13 is Piper Niven's tag team partner, Mia Yim from NRT, and Roxanne Perez has been eliminated, and Piper Niven going right after her tag partner. It's everyone for themselves. Alexa Bliss eliminated by Becky Lynch. Lynch eliminated everyone right, left, and center, trying to find a way to go back to WrestleMania and compete for a world champion. I mean, Hogan counts Youngblood. This is a different shade of Youngblood than it was in 2022. So I mean, Becky Lynch versus the Devil, Youngblood, definitely be an interesting match. Joe Luca has been eliminated by Michin Mia Yim, and a former former NTT Women's Tag Team Champion Isla Dawn enters this match as Isla Dawn has quickly made her name for herself and showed that she is not just a tag team competitor, as she nearly won the IC Championship match, or number contenders 3-way match to enter to Royal Rumble to face for the IC Champion. So I mean, Bayley is number 15 here. We're halfway done. So Isla Dawn, as I was saying, is trying to make a name for herself and show that she's not just a tag team competitor. Alba Fire has already showed that she's not just a tag team competitor. Isla Dawn trying to do the same, but competing in tag team action, knocking off a former Women's U.S. Champion, Lyra Valkyria, and nearly knocks off Valkyria and Liv Morgan on NRT. But here comes one half of the new NTT Women's Tag Team Champions, number 16 from defendants Kairi Sane. Kairi Sane and Asuka won the NTT Tag Team Champions, the Undisputed Generation, so they were just fresh as the Daisy Tag Team Champions. They're the freshest champions we have NTT, as everyone else has been a champion for quite some time. But Dawn going after Niven. Mia Yim has been eliminated. Number 17 is Bianca Belair from 0 Hour. So we got Belair, Bayley, and Becky Lynch all in the same win. What could possibly go wrong? I mean, Bayley is I think she's the shortest reigning women's IC champion in history. So, I mean, she won the champion. She defeated Youngblood. So, I mean, just one of 4 people to defeat Youngblood. So, I mean, that's an accomplishment. Shayna Baszler, a former Miss Money in the Bank and 0 Hour Women's Champion, from Defenders is number 18. This one's definitely more of a mixed bag of brands, I guess. She's going after Kairi Sane and nearly got her out as well. Becky Lynch, and it's at 2. We're at 18 now. Becky Lynch is going the distance, man. She is going the distance. She wants that match against Youngblood. She wants a rematch. But Bayley takes out, or not eliminates, but just takes out Becky Lynch. And a face smasher into the middle of the ring. Ivy Nile as number 19 from 0 Hour. And Lynch is finally eliminated by Bayley. So that's something we can go off of there, perhaps. And the next slam, the Piper Niven. Bayley taking full control over the Rumble, hitting everyone right, left, and center. Doesn't matter who you are, where you're from. Bayley wants this match against Youngblood. I mean, she beat her before. She beat Youngblood before for the IC champion, and Youngblood hasn't been beat yet since winning the IC champion, since winning the undisputed women's champion. The last person to beat her was Gigi Dolan, and that's at Autumn Smasher in October, as that's when Dolan won the IC champion and went on to hold it for about 4 or 5 months before losing it to Tegan Knox, then losing it to. So ever since Youngblood lost the IC champion, it's been basically a hot potato of sorts. And number 20 is the Women's United States champion from defendants, the White Widow herself, Niles. Bayley going straight after her. What's that? I'm hearing some breaking news in the back. Zoe Stark is on a tyrant and attacking Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair was supposed to enter this matchup. We don't know which number she's supposed to be, but she was supposed to enter this matchup. So Zoe Stark is on a rampage and taking all her focus on Charlotte Flair. I don't know why Charlotte, but she does. So this Rumble knocked down to 29 was remaining at 30. I mean, we're only at 20. So, I mean, we still have, at minimum, 9 picks left. And Piper Niven, or change that to 8. Piper Niven just tosses Bayley off the top rope. So, Flair is back on the sidelines. Perhaps. Zoe Stark is losing it because her dream of becoming world champion at Mania is probably over. I mean, there's other chances she can have, but I mean, they're very slim. Very slim. Kyrie Zane's out of here by Piper Niven. Piper Niven is taking Bayley's spot here and just annihilating the win. But Bianca showing her strength off and slamming Piper Niven. Ivy Nile from behind. No, Ivy Nile. Eyes light on. From behind on Bianca. Niles, Ivy, eyes light on. Piper Niven going at it. Bianca has Dawn up and power slams to the outside. As the Dawn's out of here, here comes the former NTT Women's Tag Team Champion Tegan Knox from NOT. Knox and Niles went at it on the 4th of July. That was about 2 weeks ago for the Women's United States Champion, as there was a special episode of NOT where Lita invited Niles over to defend the U.S. champion on the 4th of July. And Lita got to pick the opponent, and it was Tegan Knox. And those two had themselves a very, very good match. Higgins pick number 22 now. Someone, well, I mean, unlike Zoe Stark, or kind of on the same path as Zoe Stark, but unlike her, and also because she also won championships. Trying to find a way back into the world title picture, and Niles gets eliminated by Ivy Nile. Ironic. But, as I'm saying, Gigi Dolan's kind of on the side. Young Ace has entered this match. The Golden Ace, number 23 from NOT. As I was saying with Dolan's trying to find her way back to the world title picture. She's won the IC title. She got clean swept at the original Undisputed Generations in 2022 and hasn't won the World Championship. She's had a few chances at the Women's World Champion, but hasn't won it. Yanis, she wants to go back to WrestleMania. She wants to compete for the Women's World Champion. And number 24, the last pick for NRT perhaps, is Fallon Henley. The cowgirl himself, Bianca Belair, going after the Golden Ace. What a very interesting matchup that is. And Dolan escapes the torture rack by Piper Niven. Tegan Knox and Fallon Henley going at it. Fallon Henley gets quickly eliminated by Tegan Knox. Tegan Knox wants to find a way back to the world title picture after losing the NOT World Champion last year at WrestleMania. She's been stuck in the tag division. I mean, she won the Ice Champion for like 3 weeks, but stuck in the tag division nonetheless ever since losing that champion. So she wants to try to burst her way and back to the world title picture, and winning the Royal Rumble is a fast way to do it. Just look at Dakota Kai last year at pick number 28, I think it was. As Dakota Kai was stuck in mediocrity. Speaking of Dakota Kai, last year she was stuck in mediocrity and then won the Royal Rumble match and changed her career forever. And she went on to defeat that girl right there, Tegan Knox, at WrestleMania, and then ended up becoming the first ever women's world champion as well. But now, Tegan Knox, Dakota Kai, and Yanis going out in a 3-way right now. Tegan and Yanis thinking the same thing here, the spinning heel kick. Number 27, Blair Davenport. She debuted last year at the Royal Rumble, and her career kind of went crazy. Bianca Belair gets eliminated by Gigi Dolan. Dolan had accepted the open challenge. Her last World Championship match was last month, as she accepted the open challenge by Eli Punk, and she wanted to test herself ahead of Undisputed Generations, and now she eliminates the EST of NTT, Bianca Belair, and now Dolan trying to find a way to stay in this match and go on to WrestleMania. Asuka trying to eliminate Tegan Knox. Dakota Kai eliminates the Golden Ace, Yanis. Dakota Kai is looking to repeat history, looking to win another Royal Rumble, looking to go on to WrestleMania once again, and a code breaker to Blair Davenport. Piper Niven's eliminated as well. Now at the point of the match, well, it's elimination after elimination after elimination. And speaking of elimination, Gigi Dolan gets eliminated by Dakota Kai. How fitting was that? Rhea Ripley is pick number 28, representing defendants. And the reason why I said it's fitting is if you're brand new to the channel, just tuning in by this year. Last year, Undisputed, at the debut of Undisputed Generations, we were to crown the first ever women's world champion. It was Dakota Kai versus Gigi Dolan, and Dakota Kai defeated Dolan to become the first women's world champion. So it's very fitting that Dakota Kai was once again the one to end Gigi Dolan's dream of becoming world champion. And what could be the final pick is number 29 from defendants, Cora Jade. Cora Jade, a former NTT Women's Tag Team Champion and former Miss Money in the Bank before losing it to Eli Punk. But she's a former Miss Money in the Bank. As we've just received word that the Cora Jade is the final pick. So these are the final 6 people inside the ring. 6 people of the Rumble, and Asuka and Rhea Ripley both get eliminated at the exact same time. So we're down to the final 4, and a cake to the face to Cora Jade. It's down to Tegan Knox for NLT. Is the last one standing for NLT. Cora Jade, Dakota Kai, and Blair Davenport for defendants. So Dakota Kai has a 25% chance of repeating history. Davenport and Cora Jade are looking to make names for themselves. Tegan Knox looks to go on to another WrestleMania, this time as the challenger. And all four of these women, Dakota Kai just got tossed over the top rope with Cora Jade. Right down to the final three. Tegan Knox, Blair Davenport, and Cora Jade. And all three of these people has had themselves a very interesting, or very well, or maybe not so much for Cora Jade, but a very well 2023. We're down to the final two now. Cora Jade and Davenport. Davenport, I mean, if we compare the 2 years together, Cora Jade definitely had Blair Davenport definitely had the better of the 2 years. If we compare the two, Davenport nearly knocked off Young Ace and become the new Undisputed Women's Champion. Cora Jade got her lost her Money in the Bank briefcase to Eli Punk, which ended up winning the Women's World Champion on New Year's Bash. Which, I mean, it wasn't really a good night for Cora Jade. But now, looking to change history. A double hook DDT to Eli, to Blair Davenport. To the corner now. Bounces off the turnbuckle. And he gets tossed over the top rope. And Cora Jade is headed to WrestleMania!